Sensei Newton. We're going to do one more Naihanchi kata. It's Naihanchi Sandan, which is our third Naihanchi kata. If you look, can you swing this around on this side over here? If you look at our lineage wall, you'll see Sensei Nagasato sort of doing the opening move with his kata. So I would, I would say that's kind of a classical posture. I mean, I know, look at that, just he's lined out, his heels are on the same line, nice and strong, nice and locked down. So Naihanchi number 3. Now please forgive me if I'm speaking erroneously, but I have heard, and I believe I read, that Naihanchi 2 and 3 once upon a time was one long gigantic kata. And then that they broke 2 and 3 apart to make it easier for students to learn, because it was just too much. So the framework, all right, the framework for Naihanchi Sandan, you've got sort of your, what I would call the center, right? So if I'm just using the floor as a guide, I've got my opening series that starts here. And then in time and space, I'm going to move over to my right. And there's an area that happens here. And then I'm going to go back to the middle, repeating a lot of stuff that I just did with my other arm. And then I go out to the left, and I go back to the middle, and the kata's done. All right, so for me that helps. If I can sort of see the overall framework or the picture of the kata. So we go center, right, center, left, center, done. Okay, so if you sort of watch this overall pattern, you can kind of see what I mean. Okay, so we start with Rei-in, Naihanchi Sandan. So our first move, we're going to move our body over just a little bit as if we're covering. And my heels are on the same line. My back and arm, everything is locked down. This arm's at a slight diagonal, running as if you could, a straight line with my rear leg and my arm. So my left foot's already turned in, so all I need to do is just drive up. So I'm not looking to sort of strike down, but I'm looking at cutting across, out, load, first ki. When I roll, my eyes go with it. So that would be what I would call the center, all right? So now we're going to work the right wing. So we move over, ich, ni. The wrist turns so that we can roll backwards, and then we smash, pull, and fire. Our lead hand, we're going to go right into one of those doubles, and double, and hit. So for the count, our head would turn. Look. Ich, ni. So now, we're right back where the kata started, in the proverbial center of the kata. So we repeat. Cut, strike, load, fire, and roll. Now we're going to work ich, ni, the left wing. Roll, strike, pull, fire. So now we're going to take it back to the center or the middle of the kata where we started. Shuto and hook. Ich, ni, san, shi, hai. And Naihanchi Sandan.